into Tinubu's house or any politician's house, the result is this. It is no longer about election anymore. It is selection. If you don't believe me, watch this. This happened though in 2019 because a Tinubu with a bullion van, with 2 billion van, can do whatever he like. And in their own book, it is democratic.
Serious. So they come free for ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín, wọn ò tí pín. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fún yín ní àyè láti lọ bá wọ́n ṣe àmà yín. Ẹ tí ò bá ti rí káàdì tí ẹ gbà kó lọ gbà. Ṣùgbọ́n níbi tí a wà yìí, mo sọ fún yín gbogbo ẹnu mo fi ń sọ. Ohun tí àwọn leader wa sọ lókè ni pé Sanwó-Olú ni. And I want to assure you, this place we are not going to allow anybody to vote for Ambode here. We are going to send you out of this place. We are for Sanwó-Olú, and that's what our leader Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said. Sanwó-Olú leader. The party, that is the APC. Yes. We have hierarchy, and we have leadership. Yes. We have leaders, yes. And we have been directed by our leaders to go and vote for Sanwó-Olú. Yes. And that's what we are going to do. Yes. This words, this local government, we are not going to allow anybody to vote for Ambode. Yes. Ambode is gone. Ambode is gone. Ambode is gone. And is gone finally. We will allow you to kill. Vote for Sanwó-Olú by the party hierarchy. We have been directed. Party tiwa gbọ́dada ẹgbẹ́ tiwa ani hierarchy, ani àwọn tó ní àṣẹ, ani àwọn tó dẹ́gbẹ́ ilẹ̀. Ẹni tí ò bá fẹ́ ibi tí ẹgbẹ́ ń lọ tí ò bá lè lọ bẹ̀ kó lọ dẹ́gbẹ́ mi ilẹ̀. He can go and create or register Ambode People's Party. Yes. But our own is APC. Yes. All Progressive Congress. All Progressive Congress is our party. Yes. And the leadership of the party has spoken. Yes. And we cannot change it. Yes. And that we are going to follow to the later. Yes. This place is not meant for Ambode people. Yes. No one should come here to vote for Ambode. Everybody go back and work in the way. I'm a vote for Stanley.
So, she democracy here. Is that demo? Now, listen. That is just a voting center for APC primaries in 2019. And you see that video. Now, I want you to now duplicate that scene in 57 places. 20 local governments and 37 SCDAs in Lagos. And you see those guys talking. They are not just talking. The money in the bullion van will do his work. And his work is to stop anybody that is in opposition to what Tinubu wants. She democracy in Yesha. That is their own political party. When election proper happened, how many of you remember what happened in Okota and so many other places where you have Igbos in Lagos? How many of you remember that? I bet you will never forget that. At least you won't forget it. Even some of our Yoruba brothers, they had to support. You know what happened? From the bullion van money, every area that they felt like they can't have people vote for them. You know what they did? They sent people like that man talking. They sent people like him and their thug and their gang to go there and make sure, say, there's no election. You know what they did? They burnt ballot paper. People have voted, though. People voted like this. Yeah? Okota and all those areas. Give me those areas. I beg. You are watching me from Lagos. Tell me, you participated in your election in 2019. Abi? People voted, though. People casted their votes. And they are waiting for the vote to be counted. Tinubu boys. Boom. Because they have heard that they didn't vote for Buhari. They didn't vote for APC. Tinubu don't collect a bullion van. He must deliver. If you're not going to vote for them, then there will be no vote there. That was what happened, though. You know what they did? They went there. They scattered the whole place and they burnt all the ballot papers. They burnt everything. The videos are on social media. Go and check them. Or Kota, or Jaw, Amu Ward of Infestac, Isolo, all those areas. In Lagos, because of bullion van money. That's why I said it's a crime. But we saw some of our brothers, our Yoruba brothers too. My brothers, my own brothers and sisters, who are victims of the greed of all these criminals. They are victims. Anything. They are victims. And they were justifying that. Why would the Igbos not vote? Why would they go and vote for PDP? The Yorubas have been so good to the APC, have been so good to them. They should vote for Tinubu. Anybody Tinubu say they should vote for that person. So, So is that why you go there? Because they are not going to vote for Tinubu's anointed candidate, Abi? So you can now disenfranchise them, attack them, burn their votes, and all of that. Really? And you are Democrat. All of them are jumping up, calling yourselves progressives. I call them progressives. That is the effect of the bullion van. Now, I just gave you this scenario in Lagos. Now, sit back, relax. For those of you who probably feels like election, okay? Now, sit back and relax. I want to tell you something. If you can imagine what it is or what it was in Lagos or what it is in Lagos to try to want to change the status quo by participating in their election, you have thousands of videos on social media of Tinubu's work in the last 22 years in Lagos. How the Agberos became the fourth tier of government in Lagos. And why? They are on social media. If you don't vote them, if they know that they will fight. You know that's what the money does. Now imagine it in Ogun State. Imagine Ekiti. Imagine Osun. Imagine it in Oyo. Imagine it everywhere where they replicate the same pattern, because every state from every part of Nigeria have these kind of guys. Once again.
Materials tí ó yẹ kó pín fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín wọn ò tí pín. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fún yín ní àyè láti lọ bá wọ́n ṣe àmà yín. Ẹ tí ò bá ti rí káàdì tí ẹ gbà kó lọ gbà á. Ṣùgbọ́n níbi tí a wà yìí, mo sọ fún yín, gbogbo ẹnu mo fi ń sọ. Ohun tí àwọn leader wa sọ lókè ni pé Sanwó-Olú ni. And I want to assure you, this place we are not going to allow anybody to vote for Ambode here. Yeah!
Do you get that? Now, imagine that guy talking like that. As you have them in APC, you have them in PDP, you have them in SDP, you have them in virtually all the political parties that these guys are funding. Now imagine that guy talking like, in this place today, Sanwó-Olú ni. Our leader said, we must vote for Sanwó-Olú. Sanwó-Olú ni. Like, you don't know how much they gave him. Now, imagine that guy in 774 local governments. Okay? Imagine 774 of that guy. And this one even looks simple. It didn't look deadly. But do you know the engine? Do you know the energy behind our leader said? Our leader, the energy is the amount of money they gave him. And they will double it in the next. That is why they will tell you, go through the right channel. Stop complaining, join politics, participate in election, go and run for office, go and do this and that. What they are not telling you is about these guys that are ready to kill. And whatever they do, right, they will never be punished for it. So it's over to you. If you are still thinking about the election and what have you, make us show you the latest one. This one, now party to party. I just show you the APC there. Party to party, they were selected. They want to elect governorship candidates in Ekiti. Party to party, they're supposed to be friends, they're supposed to be members, with the same agenda, with the same what have you. But ladies and gentlemen, when it lead to that, now do or die, baba. If you get chance, enter the government to have access to free money, right? Nigeria done better for you with that. You can always go about and say, this Nigeria will be a great country. Nigeria is a great country. Now, you see why they fight for it? Ekiti. I told you, many will one let repete. So, if you ask me about that's PDP, that one is PDP. It is the same thing. Ijoba is like Ijoba oru afagbara woni. You know what I mean? Ijoba oru ti di afagbara wo. If you have to kill, if you have to, and you'll be like, last, all this fight, all this thing, just to make people poorer. It's not because you're going to make their life better. It's just going to make it worse and poorer and poorer. And look at the people there. They are the delegates. They are waiting. If you see them, like, war, no be joko. That's why you see all these guys that are going to campaign for Tinubu and gang. You will see them every small thing. Be like, now fight. Say, Baba, wait, you be Tinubu supporter, Abi? I beg, come, I want to ask you a question. No vex, so. Now just question, no fight, so. Baba, how old is Tinubu? And then, how did Tinubu make his money? How did he make his money? No fight, Baba. You see them tear up. Wala don't start with that. And you be like, Baba, now simple question I ask you, why are you the para? My friend, shut up. You are just enemy of Tinubu. All these nonsense people where they talk about say Tinubu steal money and that. Say, but they have proof now. They have shown you. Even if you don't know any of it, you've heard of Alpha Beta. At least Tinubu is employing people here. Oh, you agree that he's a thief? But he's employing people. He's creating jobs. Okay, maybe we are making headway. So when you look at them, the tension is like now war. Some of them will fight you physically. Some of them are already telling me, don't come to Naija. Mayegun, don't come to Naija. Because that is what the money does. They impoverish the people. And then, like, what in hell? Sorry, I don't know. Some people are actually using a group to phone Mayegun's Diary Politico. Like, some of you are probably admin of WhatsApp group. Imagine having about 16 numbers calling me, asking me to join the call. Now the crazy. So if you are that person using your WhatsApp, watching me right now, you are on your WhatsApp, using your group on WhatsApp to phone Mayegun. 16 people. How many of you would I talk to at a time? And please stop as well. So they fight. And you ask yourself that, so all this fight now because they won't steal. And because all of them want flex with people's money. And then turn yourself to the Alpha Omega who probably knows it better. But guess what? Some of us have decided to just, Kala, Lejupa, all those things. Like your election validation for these guys is going to be your greatest undoing, but maybe you should do it before you eventually figure that out. So they fight, they kill themselves just to come and steal from you. So Tifnumbu and gang, who has a lot of money to probably flaunt around, to share around and the rest of that, they should. They will be helping a lot of the poor people as well, where they will get some free stuff and all that. But I will continue to advise you that, you see, it is a pure waste of time if these guys indeed care for you, right? They will tackle the problem from the root. And what is that? That fraudulent constitution that allows them, right, to get away with anything, even though they won't be getting away with everything eventually. Okay. So I was reading it earlier today that a barrel of oil is now $90 or more. I want to talk about it. But let me say thank you to Jig. Jig89. I've got so many comments there that if I didn't put on your super chat, I'll probably miss it. So thank you for that. Mayegun General, thank you for the daily edutainment. I love that. Now, I appreciate the commitment and content as well. Thank you, Jig89, if you are still watching. And I appreciate your generosity too. And to everyone that's still watching, do me that favor, share the broadcast, right? And then my friends on YouTube, we've had only a few people who have dropped their own offerings today. Okay. And you can just like the video. That's your offering. Okay. When I talk about offering, I'm talking about liking the video to register your presence. Okay. It's not about giving me super chat or giving me what have you. No. Like it, engage with it to show that you are here. If you're watching me on Facebook as well, do same. Doesn't hurt, does it? So thank you for that. So yeah, I was reading. They said that you are going to have it for $90. I just spoke about the indebtedness of Nigeria, and then the what do you call it? The Arugun in Aso Rock. I'm talking about the APC, Egbekegbe under Bokwari, what they have done and what they promised to still do. Maybe it maybe it's going to be a good kind of year for Nigeria, when it comes to more money, especially Forex, because $90 a barrel, I'm not sure if that won't probably increase the demand for Nigeria oil. But the good thing is this, right? This is the highest that a barrel of oil has been in the last 7 years. The last time that you had a barrel of oil sold close to $90 or a bit above $90 was 2014. Okay, 2014. The windfall period was between 2010 and 2013, when Nigeria was selling a barrel of crude oil for about 110, 120 per barrel. And they're making a kill. So they saved a lot of money. Then that APC, Egbekegbe of Amechi, Fashola, Oshiomole, and few others took Jonathan to court that he must share the money. So that was the time they were still be able to save money. So here is another chance. Nigeria is broke. They are going out there to go and borrow money. They are dead sure that they are going to have to borrow money. But look at this $90 a barrel. If Russia and NATO continue to shake body as they are doing right now over Ukraine, and the oil price projection continue to increase and increase, it could be a window for Nigeria. If they care for you, that means if they really care for you, which I know they don't, it's just going to be like, election don't they come, crude oil barrel of oil don't they increase, it's just going to be more money, easy money. They will still borrow, I know. But if they love you, if they actually love that country, they can just begin to pedal down on this their greed of free money, because crude oil will give them that, which means the price can jump up to 100, 120, even $130 a barrel. Nigeria's benchmark as we speak is somewhere around the $50-60 a barrel. So that means Nigeria is making $30 on every barrel they sold since this started. $30 extra. And when you are selling 1 million or 2 million barrel of crude, by the time everybody take their own share and everything, Nigeria should still be able to at least still be making an extra, how much? Maybe an extra $20 from their sales. So that should be more money. But maybe I'm just telling them that we know that this is going to be more money for them to steal. Nothing is going to really change in your lives, except if it's worse, according to what these guys have for you. But if you are still managing to break in, to manage or regulate and all that, good luck to you. I just thought I should mention that Yorubas should be asking for out of Nigeria. And I want you to tell everybody that care to listen that when they talk about presidency, Yoruba president, this is not a general ask of the Yoruba people. The people asking for Yoruba president are Tinubu and his long, or let me say lifelong dream of becoming president of Nigeria. So he is not representing me. He is not representing you, even though you are a Yoruba man, to supporting Buhari. I'm supporting Tinubu. I'm saying it to you now. Don't be deceived. The 2023 for Tinubu and gang and the rest of them is Tinubu's personal greedy dream. What Yorubas wanted from Nigeria initially was restructuring, something that allows us to do our things in our own way, and we're not being dictated to by any kind of this mashed up, right? Where we can treat and respect our neighbors with utmost respect and regard, and they will do the same to us because they will be handling their own affair too. That was what Yorubas wanted from Nigeria, okay? When you see all these Lagos Abobakus, these Oshogbo Alimajiris, when you see all these on-boot slaves, all these Bele lecturers, these Mumu lecturers, right? When you see these obedient fools and the sophisticated morons and co, right? Jumping up and down because of one Nigeria and the rest of it. They are either ignorant or pretty much, stupid because of their own selfish greed. They are waiting for their turn. They want to steal too. And anything that could get them so close to it, they will take it. PDP, APC. What Yorubas have always wanted out of Nigeria is to be out completely, if we can, as soon as possible. It was the Yoruba cause called, Afenifere. Before Afenifere, it was NADECO, right? National Democratic Council or something, NADECO, powered by the people of the southern Nigeria, which is actually more than Yorubas. We're talking about the Yorubas, the Shakiris, the Jaws, the part of NADECO, the Benins and all that, yeah? Part of NADECO. And then the promotion then was that everybody should manage their own affair. Everybody should be on their own and all that. And that was what brought the likes of Tinubu and gang to prominence. But he had some money, drug money, to funnel into politics, and then bought his way into where he is today. Now telling us about Nigeria, or anybody telling us that not supporting Tinubu, yeah, is like being against the Yoruba. I'm asking you today, okay? You've had democracy for 22 years, right? How far with the Yoruba land? How has the Yoruba fared in that 22 years of democracy, okay? And can you tell me and face me right now and say that those who have been in charge of Yoruba land in the last 22 years, that what they have made of Yoruba land today, right, showed that they loved Yoruba people, that they loved Yoruba land? You have no good schools. You have no good hospitals. You have no good roads, right? Your children, your children who are indeed educated are jobless. You are there, right, praying, it go better, it go better, it go better, it go better. And now the people who brought that upon you, the people who brought about that poverty, that limitation, That's secondment, because you are probably, you are pretty much a second-class citizen in Nigeria, even though you don't tell yourself that nobody is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. You are deceiving yourself. In reality, there are some Nigerians who are more Nigerian than you, and you know that, okay? So can you tell me face to face and say, the way you have found Yoruba land, when you travel from Osun and you go to Oyo, when you leave Oyo and you travel down to Ogun, after leaving Ogun, travel down to Ondo, from Ondo, go to Ekiti, from Ekiti, join the motorway again and come back down to Lagos and turn around and tell me the last 22 years you are proud of what those people have done to Yoruba land, what they have done to the Yoruba people. Because when you talk about the poverty capital of the world, do you really think we are, that is just a myth. Like, it's not real. When they tell you that over 126 people are living in abject poverty, do you really think there are no Yorubas among them in their millions? Do you think when they say that Nigeria is now the headquarters of the jobless people in the whole world, the country with the highest number of jobless people in the whole world, do you think there are no Yorubas among them? Young Yorubas who are educated, some of them miseducated or poorly educated as well, but jobless, right? Economically incapacitated, right? That was what Nigeria did. 22 years of that. And you look at me and you said, if I tell you to reject the criminals who continue to use Nigeria to take away what should be your rightful right, yeah, that you should reject them, you will turn around and face me and say, that is against the Yoruba. Show ya ni. Àbí wèrè ló yà ẹ́, àbí wọ́n ló ń yà wèrè, àbí wèrè ló ń yà ẹ́ nílé yín ni. Like, how could you be so confidently face somebody and say, after the damages you see around there, you see the people, you see the land, you see the state, you see yourselves, you see things. Now the insecurity is enveloping you, and you turn around and you say, it's because somebody is enemy of Yoruba. That is why they are not supporting Tinubu. Ṣó yà wèrè ni. Mo ti ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ṣó yà wèrè ni. Ó ti yà wèrè already. Like they say it o, wèrè ló ń jà ẹ́, wèrè ń gbá lórí majority yín. And that's the reality. You know what I'm talking about? So look around you, look into the mirror, look around you, look into the mirror, look at those who made that happen. They are the same people coming around. What are they going to tell you? What Yoruba wants, what Yorubas should be clamoring for, should be what we have always been asking for, which we have been defrauded of many times. Awusas didn't steal that from us. Fulani didn't steal that from us. Igbos didn't steal that from us. It was the same Yorubas who stole that from us. They told us they knew what we wanted. They told us we would get that. They told you to still believe in Nigeria. It takes time. These things takes time. Give us time. Give us time. 22 years. There was never a single time that Tinubu or any of them, or Obasanjo and every one of them, ever stood up and say we are fighting for the Yoruba people. And this is what we are fighting for. This all the lawmakers from Yoruba land go to Abuja and demand for this. If you can't get this, you stage your walkout. Have you ever witnessed any? Of course not. So don't ever look at me and say, or anybody looking at you and say, if you don't support Tinubu, or if you don't support fake Pastor Ruga and the rest of them, or if you don't believe in their election and the rest of that, you are doing it to deny the Yorubas their rights. And if anybody tell you that, just tell them, pay Uma Shofo. Just say that as well. Uma Shofo. Or Sofo ni tomo tomo. Song. You get what I mean now? If you want to make it sound enough that they will be like, kilo de kila gbe kila ju. Say, also for ni tiran tomo tomo. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó sọ yẹn. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè jati. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè ọmọ ìran-kíran. You turned Yoruba land into the lands of beggars, and you are living in that denial. Your youths are jobless. Yes, they are jobless. Your aged people who served Nigeria and they have now retired, they are living in abject poverty. Your aged parents, your uncles, you see them, even you struggling through life. You've never felt life easy anyway. They made life a hell for you so that you can praise them. They turned you to God knows what, a moron. And then they now tell you that they want to save you. How? What would they do differently this time around? What are they going to do differently this time around? Those are the questions you should be asking. Okay? You don't blackmail people and tell them that Shut up your mouth. You should be supporting a Yoruba man. Everybody is supporting their own. Because everybody is supporting their own, then you should support your own too. That's what I'm saying. Wèrè ló wà lórí ẹ̀. Bí wèrè ṣe ń ṣèyàn nìyẹn, ó lè má mọ̀. Wèrè ló wà lórí ẹ̀. So people like us who have now felt like, okay, listen, you see me, I can talk. I can say anything. I can tell you, I can give you ideas on how to build schools, how to build roads, how to build this, how to make your life better, blah, 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 blah. And you can doubt me. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹnu dúró fọ́, shut up, ẹnu ló kàn jẹ́, it's easy. Of course you can say that to me. And you will be right and you'll be wrong too. Okay? Because I haven't been tested. I haven't been in a position to decide to make decisions that will affect lives of millions of people. Or even, I've never even been in a position to make decisions to decide what will happen in the lives of just 10 people, or maybe 20 people. I don't even have up to 10 people that I have to decide what happened in their lives. You get what I'm trying to say? Well, I can have an idea. But you see those guys who have been your governors, who have been your senators, who have been commissioners, special advisor, who have been government contractors, who have been girlfriend of senators, because now all of them, they collect the national cake. All of them go born. Emma blue ni. Emi ò tí bá yín ṣe anything nínú ẹ̀rí. So idea, I can give you idea. They say, my friend, shut up. Ẹnu ẹ dùn rò fọ́. And you will be right and wrong, because I would do it if I have that chance, but I don't have it. So therefore, I can't prove it to you, right? But these guys have been there. They have been there. 22 years, they've been there. This is what they've been doing. Do or die every now and then, killing themselves, doing all of that because they want to serve you. Now, 22 years. Look at everywhere. Check your roads. Check your schools, check your hospitals, check everywhere that infrastructure should, at least, where is your electricity? 22 years. So if I tell you now that who is the enemy of Yoruba land? Me, that doesn't believe in those lies, that will never, ever believe in their lies. And I'll continue to tell you that don't. If you have any reason to get them and kick them out, do it. Now you turn around and say, me, I'll be the enemy because I'm not going to support one of your oppressors or all of your oppressors. Mabino, otiyawiri. Motimo are very sure. Like, even you watching me right now, yeah, with this explanation I just made now, me, I have never signed any of your check. I have never. Come and contest now. So come and contest against who? Against the bullion van. Where some of you now, ordinary 1,000 naira they could give you. Say, you know that Mayegun boy, they say the boy they run for, is contesting for so and so. That stupid boy. Say, Baba, I'm not worried about Mayegun. That boy, that Janjala boy. Just take care of us, sir. We'll take care of him. We'll deal with him. Some of these wearies, faceless wearies on social media, the Lagos Abobakus, who are some of them are kind of, they are so ashamed of their family. They don't use their names. They don't use anything. They use fake names and all of that to defend Tinubu, and they will throw it at you. You are enemy of Yoruba if you are not supporting, some will tell you, you are enemy of Igbo if you don't support Igbo presidency. Na yo. Come back here and contest so that they can give you 1,000 naira or give you 500 naira to go and teach him a lesson. And you say, oh yeah, AK, oh yeah, ton camera, turn on the camera. Now that Mayegun be that, now the guy be that, they come out of that mall. Say, hey, you, Mayegun, now you they talk to Tinubu anyhow. You just say you get mad. This place no be Glasgow. We go treat you, we go beat you here. And they go beat me, record and they'll say, we've achieved something. And they arrest the rest of all those unboot slaves and obedient fools, right? They want to see that. Maybe I'm too big. I'm kind of bigger than somebody you can meet on the road and beat. Maybe I'm underrating myself, kind of. My own case be say, maybe now police, they go say, yeah, give those boys 10,000 naira. When you see them, you go pick them, beat them up, and cuff them. so that we can take his picture and put it on social media and say, we've arrested Amayegun. We arrested him with 10 Olosho in Ikeja. They say, we don't tell you. So don't beat me up. That system that allows that is the system that somebody like myself, right, will use everything I have to educate the people to fight against, because that system doesn't in any way kind of select, what do you call it? It doesn't select its victim. We are all going to be the victim of it at the end of the day. So don't let anybody tell you that not supporting Tinubu means that you don't love Yoruba land. If they love Yoruba land, na so people, na so Yoruba land supposed to be. Have you asked yourselves? Every small thing. Please help me. Everybody is pretending. They are pretending to be all right when they want to defend their criminal leaders. But if you want to test them, if you want to know that things don't go bad, terribly bad, just go onto your Facebook after this video or your Twitter and say, I'm feeling like I should bless people tonight. You know what? Drop your account number. I want to give 500 people 1,000 naira. I want to share 5 million. Hey, way. Even people that are abusing Mayegun because of Tinubu, people that are abusing Mayegun because of Ebokwari, all these Almajiris from everybody will drop account.